Adofnom enanso yema mu nyina dwo ema makwaba ene ye kwasiada anwumre ema wo yemfise no nsia abo ekobo no nonso de di yemre na ye de eba wakwanso nyamishra se kwasiada anwumre bia ojebre na Wotena TV achi ehwe program no obade nyankopon nhira pa na meshobo se de obomofo ba ehwe boa no sanso na ene nhira emo wo de biara da se uhwe dwumadi no fradofo na ka kyerom se ebre no awiedu na enu achi no ye stream live e Facebook enu hia me papa it is a TV ati kura na wo hwa misra wa badaro ma fa wo smartphone ko home based TV e Facebook obehu link no ho like program no share said the way other people so benya bi na wo commenter na o de ato ase ho brepem no ya jebre akenkan e de amount na bra wo hwe program e wo home based TV na nwumre no e ade a Royal TV so afa program no live into momo do no samo hwe e Royal TV so yema mu nyina dwo mama Wotena se Royal TV akode geta bio me gidi se mu nyina mo yawe nti nyame enhira mo papa na enne topic aye hwe no se nkwa hwe bia nkwa ye ho ka last week na eze ye na de no enne nso kana ma boni di na kiri e ma yikotu kusifu na hu nti ama amaso bete ye ba beto aso enne eye when America coughs the rest of the world catches cold and as I say America bowa iwiase nkae ni nyina Ghana ka ho e punchie eno ne topic no nti na ye ko part 2 e wo hwe no na ye from asuafu de hye Kofi Kakari as usual nyame nko na mo ha the researcher of our time evangelist Joseph Anane our evangelist mo adwuma kwa aba
yeah
o ka so be fufu ampa wa hye fufu mi ni ye de ntre ne wa hye fufu
o da mi twamo ansa
we di be twam okay no me for we entum se e nyame pa de di ka no me na ase Anglo Town SDA Church Okofo Radio New Life SDA Church Anglo Town Okofo Radio also for dano asompeni mfo na asafo mani nyina da ye da mo ase papa enra mo hono ne be boy SSN na mo program no ye very nice enti ye ka se nyankopon ti afefo no enhira mo papa ye ba ye no si tia obi na so a ye mo apa onfa enchen nyame enhira mo na ye nyankopon pa se de trenti ye nti nya acheso no memory da ebe on the 9th no ade a ye ko Pando SDA Church Pando SDA Church veno no ewo municipal assembly Pando here we come enti ye ba ho ye be wi amema evangelist I announcement no ever kasem said the wa won titwi also obetimi ate ase no hu ba bi potia program na baso enyame pa memory da ebe enti Pando SDA Church ewo municipal assembly hono ne ye ba nyame pa memory that we are na program no best start anopa 9 near wie no 5:30 enti bomodena na se oben hono dwan ne ni nyina yesua de emfa emum ene ye videos makoma ko 12 ye ba behwe e wo program no so na mesro program is itimi ba kwan so ye mo adawroma sikan kakrakra send the brain no eno ne tetia ya bobo ano na ye de tua airtime ye use no 5 TV stations e yiska mo ya de papa ye koso kai mo se won so ka wakoma se dwumadi ati se ye no beboa de a number betimi send sika e de abaso ama ye nsaka no e 055 35 74 933 egu screen so nti bomodern na de copy na wo send this ka bi edin e beba na ye Joseph Anane senye sa edin na beba ene na a wrong line wabo nti besre wa mo nhye no so sa fama na mu ntwamra Macedonia emeboy even just say mo akwa ba bio when America calls
yes
edin na nyame se beka kire
ye de nyankopon ase asidanka asafo hoa
that's right
na adesua ya pagya megidi se yenwie no na enoma ahyase ekoso ye brim enipa bibinum betin yase ye bible can send be ya brofo no can present truth chese nukra ewokoma enemremfo primprim yes na mansana mesha sempo no ochine jo date ni by saying 4th April
that's right
yes ye hwe ni mo say IPCC Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change ye hwe ni mo say omo last report ebeba me kan last report omo ba ko September and the nyamai the last one me kan de April we ye say eba na ye hwe ni mo ochina for then ke say ba 1st April lentimi maya ni ye chiri na ye beba ha ye ya me frefre ya me check ye no kire say amochina na de akasa na emonsem eba ya kama
that's right
men kan be I won't say eba ya kama
that's right
can eba ya kama na said ya kanu say baba ya duru no ye bedi nkomhye nim kakra bi nya bebre de eba no nyankopon adom yetimi hu yetimi ka ene na ye kan se America bowa they say obebowa America bowa we ase aka no
epunche wo
e ba chi ye
that's right
bia so
okay
ente nwumre ne ye be chirem ba bi America free ene kwa beba so obebo ne wan
that's right
na America ye grow a enya ma wi ase no na Bible asha hunkom
okay
the kind of America in prophecy san commissioner efa America ho no ewo edisem humanu eho penewo
that's right
na se obenya bi kura no a tise sabio wadwum do kakra na we wura Daniel 11 verse 40 to 42 Daniel eka se on mine fefe anasa asase fefe English kan glorious land eno ya America
okay
eno no ya na nchire mu no edin kakra ma binu so beti ase na edisem de eno emu da ho pa
okay
na eno wo Revelation chapter 13 verse 11 to 18 edisem 3 dumiensa chechemu do ba kwa de kosi du nwotwe na afi wo ba etire du nso chechemu chechemu nwotwe edi ba du nai
okay
wunwie ho no obehu America ewo ho enti no edikan no se wo kan edisem 3 dumiensa no a chechemu do ba osi ohun aboa bi se oepiefri asase no emu
that's right
na otise ogwama
owo
membienu tise ogwama sa na waka no
na okasa se
okasa tise otwase na sa aboa no osi owo tumi nkese na sa tumi no eno na ode be hye yen ye asase so se yenyi aboa no gina che no yaka aboa no pere se ese ode wadwen ekọ aboa foforo so
that's right
sa aboa foforo no eno no eho a edicent dumiensa no edikan kanasem enti so beti se America ayi ni nwadi okonhye mu a Jesus to bo asesua the whole of chapter 13 edicem ezedomiensa no Jesus osua ni nyinara
okay
obo emo amienu din ewo ho enti abo no di kan no eno aye Rome de tosu mienu no ena mechem say America
okay
enti no se wanya sanche ase no a ebeha abo di kan no se obeti America se won komhye mu a jese odi kan eti tumi na di kan ofra na abo na di kan pa jo kasa abo anyata midie Bible wo kasa se
odi so hyede ejina homa ahini anase tumidie
very good na ota edi emoa esu ene jina homa no won se nipa osu banti misesa abo osu banti sesa kraman efiri sa abre no de besi ne krama ya krama
wopɔ wo
saa enti Nyankopɔn kan sɛ abo di kan ti sɛ jata no jata be jata da so ada sɛ enti ommodi odi abo ne su ene kasa sɛ be ya o man ba wiase na sɛ oyi sa so ba ne ho sɛ we na babo kan ye.
That's right.
Very well. Enti no enkomhye no ebo ahennie mienu na odigina ho ma emo mienu. The abo di kan no na Bible kyerɛ mu sɛ opie ye no ne yɛ sɛ opie firi apumu na ɔte sɛ leopard osebo nano te sɛ jata no ni nan te sɛ sisire nan abo ba ko
okita mmoa miɛnsa su
na afei wɔsi ɔwɔ emandu ni etrenso.
That's right.
Tino wohwa abo no onidin yenya din ma no tino odifo nangasa o twa de no tino ka sɛ ɔsi ɔte sɛ it's like sa.
That's right.
Entino sɛ wosua hɔ no a obehunu sɛ ɛyɛ Rome ahenni ho asɛm na ɔka no na meka Rome no yɛ Rome pagan abosonsom Rome.
That's right.
And you Rome Papa, Ebra, Rome, Bayer, and who Christoni.
That's right.
Very good. And you Rome, the Holy See. And know you're imprinting Rome. Subai.
Catholic Abine.
Catholic Abine, Roman Catholic Abine. And you know, Roman Catholic Abine. And no, and I say, any United States. Ebe boom. Nan sana saja ni mrano. And a revelation, come a person with Chilwasi.
That's right.
Good. Timmy Pacho. Abwa na ofiri asase no emu na owo mambienu te se ogwama na okase otwa ase no ebra o beba wiase no na sabre no kom kire se Roman Catholic tumia na ewo wiase sabre no e 3538 by 1798.
Okay.
Sir Daniel Shahun kom se obedi wiase so mfia pem ahanu ne edusia 1260 years. Sam kom se ni ewie 1798 na de enti ameka sa ne se me kutakata sima bi o ha me Britannica Encyclopedia na we online tino ebu betimi akan ye chi Roman Catholic sofo penny pope kind of Pio the Sixth ye chi no fiase na wo kan Britannica no maybe betimi akan ma adofo.
Okay.
Me atade.
Okay. Adofo mo hwe no we
Yes.
Britannica Encyclopedia. Okay. Okay, I'll say Pope Pius the Sixth.
Yes.
Was on good terms with the Allies against France in 1973 and felt that 1793,
yes.
sorry, and felt that he could rely on them. But in 1796, his territory was invaded after the last Australian defeat by Napoleon, who forced the Pope to sign a peace treaty at Tolentino on February 19th, 1797. A riot in Rome in the following December led to French occupation of that city on February 15th, 1798.
Yes.
And the proclamation of a republic by a group of Italian patriots. Aged and frail, he was seized by the French in March 1799 and died a prisoner in France the following August.
Very good. Entino ebra na Roman asofo mpanimfo anasofo panim pa or da Roman Catholic asoriano na omodi wiase so omobremu no ene e kan papa Rome. Ene abakose meda ho Roman Catholic sofo bie ni dia mekan obi a wonim na chese onyanko bisa Roman Catholic sofo omo nyina anim na sofo bie ma wiase a owotumi e de hwe aman so se otu hwen essence bi e wo krofoforo so no ensi Roman Catholic abakosemu enewo ena afei ope Roman Catholic so popania ya chine prendi akọ prison mu akọ wo ho a eho anso no benya no ere ne profiles eho asem ya kan enti no Britannica ni wa dance bebe sasi na esi 1798 good sa 1798 no ena nkom chekere se wo hwe edi se metredo miensa no a o si mi ho etire ba ko no asede ya bono botro na echiri yesane yare ti ye besane yare no eno beba ye ebre mu echiri meba eno so. Okay, good. Enti America ebe biase a ebe bawo afia anase ebra ye chi Roman Catholic tumi ni ye brana se no sa abre no mu no e wo se yehu America
se e wo man ho so
sa man ho so enti no Bible about this America or can say to me be until or the abo or people na one man units of one man with the general home as all mine.
That's right.
One trap said be free Africa and not be free baby America we are not be free Asia and Europe on those silk assassin and no use of vanity. Now or tre every quiet be who's one. Enti no a bra ye che papa echo prison. Aban anasa hini epi wiase sabre no America.
That's right.
To me be biem first America by 1776 July.
That's follow within that.
Follow within that time. And you know, so me can say Revelation 13, 11 to 18 America. Menyina so nie.
That's right.
Say bra ye pra Rome ye cheap ko prison no. To me prep yi no wiase no ye hunu America. Full stop.
Okay.
Good. Me friend no ho na me san ato aso bio me can say Revelation 13 America try won commission mu. Enye honko Revelation 17 so ekae.
Okay.
On say do Revelation 17 a baby o kan say aboa hu no ebrebi na wo ho ye dru chichemu watwe no. O say the beast that thou was and is not and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Aboa hu no ebrebi na ho. Sese de eniho na obe san epi efri bohwenu na obekọ osayem on ba chichemu du no echichemu du no a eho na America ninsem no ehye o se ahemfo benson ne wo ho na enum agu baako de eho baako aka na nyamae na etwaso oba no oba oni aboa no bedi hin britiawa good. Me pacho sa bason egu no that's 7 kings no eno ye ahini ahodo abetran asase so efri Babylon breso because Yesu beba no ye benya ahini ahodo nson.
That's right.
Ebia didi ni yonko achi na enson no ena wo odifo no katre ebofo no katre odifo no say enum de egu ade ne ye enson 7 eno so enum egu
say enum de eni ko biu de mo
akamienu ena mienu na aka no o se baako wo ho so ho ne se neto so nsia no e wo ho
bra wo tro edisem wo man na say tumi no e wo ho
bra dem oyi a kire no so ade ase
okay
enum no gu ye no ena se baako wo ho nti baako e wo ho no e wo enum na beguo no ewie a ansa na baako sa ade ne ye enson ebia de nyonko achi eni nti wo se enum egu and say enum ogudi a na say say nya de to so nsia no
okay
me ba to nsa nkire mu no because ebimu enti asesa ebimu feel say o kan se baako ho na say ebra ye actually sem na baako ho.
That's right.
E ba san na 1 2 3 no wo de 6 akosha 1 wa misi
okay
ade ne ye say e 7 e nson na ye kan so be cha se baako ansa na ko pie de to so nson and no say enum de efiri ho ti se enum afiri ho asa na ka bienu enti enum no betwam no na say to so nsia na eba ti no kan se baako no e wo ho ti de to so nsia no wo ho ena nso no de nyamae so aja say into kan say baako de nyamae nti baako pe na nyamae enum ahyeko
okay
enti enum no shi ebreben enum no free Babylon 1 Medo Persia 2 Greece 3 pagan Rome 4 Papa Rome 5 enti Papa Rome de chi no ko prison ono so de born no trofe no so what I say enti so see enum egu a e share Babylon breso 606 BC ebim kan 605 ni nyina ya de kro e depending calendar crown you so
okay
enti na free Babylon Papa Rome wonya num no egu e no se ba ko ho enti 1798 no ahinde wo wiase sa abere no aye America.
That's right.
The same thing. Good. And afei o chiro se ba ko de enyamai and o sand this so say abona na ewo ho na eni ho no o beba biu no ba wa beto so motwe na o fire so no se be ya enkoye ade.
That's right. En confusion.
Enti Rome o be san ababi ni ko okosan no yare aba na oba
onye tumi foforo.
Yes.
Emire bi no ho e no yira e na akwasa aba into free.
Yes. Enti oba be kan de to so nsia no because enum de agu enti oba be kan de to so nsia no ho no be kan de to so nso no ho no no ankasa no aro ho dada no na se obeto so nwotwe.
Okay.
Tina wo se oto so nwotwe so ho dada ti sa ahenie mi ensan yi eye Rome ti se no obeto so nwotwe no one friend Rome beam or friend the Holy See. Good. And the Holy See, one. Na the Nyamayan, you and you bet you 2. Now say America, 3. Ahinium and Sawi. Omona Bible Chairman said Omo, and when ya adjuncro, these have one mind. Drew verse 13. And the Omunya adjuncronoa. Now say, on the twice on Yankopon, Emra, and any muscle.
That's right.
Now America, they bit 2 sana mono. Ono obe Kenya ndienum tina make us America obeboa America boa we are singing na yes every say me can assembly ha na me saka ni bi me kan ni ye brofo na mkan
okay
say Roman Catholic asore no Bible ne kuta no obo Yesu din bo Maria din bo asuafo na kan din onkote tu kuta jai da bi da ti onu wonkum na mum o mo a omo di sa adwuma no ma no omo ngasa di mi adanse say ebra Roman Catholic ebenya wiase tumi no say ye tu ahenie binum na ahemfunum bigui ebi ye heroli the Vandals the Ostrogoths
oko history man din wo ho na so say wo ni wiase pepa wo afiri ma
oko bisemu a ye say France for any Clovis of France any Emperor Justinian no on mutu sa ahenie nugui omutu gui say omutu go no na Catholicism enya akwa pese nkyerɛkyerɛ na Catholic kweta no na ewura kono ma nyeye
na te say to me mense esi na kwa osi akwan ma
sa
ti sa na te dey empra wo mfiri kwa me nya me e na me pra wo mo ngo pra wo mo
so aja se de kon yen se ayi omampanyi of France abre no obaye no Roman Catholic asafoba so aja se ti o obaye asafoba de na so so omampanyi de na di hu ni so aja se sa so na America beye America beye America ba be Roman Catholic ba enti no tumi America kuta no on be share Catholic and Union. Mammy can we a yatum did a bedrew her and who into which Miaka say free. Your poor befre. On your friend, Madame was it. Me full like your friend, what a moon friend. That's right. Now, a good watching. Me, my shy says white. Because himself, and in America, Anna Roman Catholic, a buying, be you soon. Now, on my dear Shelby, near the Roman Catholic from Brasso. Now, no, Christopher can end it's essence omunim say America shem come shim do omunim ye pray for me o ma me na papa na ye o and the omunim
no dey
now come she na say America be di wiase nim aka nyina bu e di akɔhye emrase na sa amara be to nyankopɔn mra no eno no wiase nya hu ho ha eno ti ye di kan bɔ mo kokɔ
that's right
fine maka ne say wie no me say ka o mo say ye ka say ahefo enso na wo ho a de to sonson no ono obo wiase nyina no ono na make am say no ye United Nations
okay
yes United Nations ena say no etimi ayeku a aba wiase 1945 na ni ho say me can say America by 1776 UN in May ye chipop ko 2 mu 1798 UN ni ho say na America ba wiase ena Holy See aba o fahin ne ba ya ye be hunu sisi am tombo ase
okay
but UN e ba so no de o ya so wie akuo
yake mo asundwe ho ban e wo ye wiase nyina
omo aba eno mo hye aba ba wiase aye kan 17 SDGs san hye no eno na UN te say okuta wo de bo wiase ano na America de no ho akohye ena the Holy See Roman Catholic omo na ato ade no fapem na UN AC dan wo so ena America te say carpenter ni oboso mo sa no mo ye entin yembo video 1 2 3 4
okay I don't know say them can and your videos makma ko 12 ye behwe na for the meantime any can share videos 1 to 4 production madam no muro mai.
A momentous weekend for the Sustainable Development Goals.
It is so decided.
With the UN's official adoption on Friday of 17 goals for ending extreme poverty, fighting inequality, and tackling climate change by 2030, world leaders signaled their commitment to a bold new global agenda.
The agenda you are adopting today advances the goals of the Charter. It embodies the aspirations of people everywhere for lives of peace, security, and dignity on a healthy planet.
To Brazil that brought out record crowds was almost overshadowed by a few impromptu comments he made on the way back on the plane. In his first press conference since becoming Pope, Francis made the most conciliatory comments about homosexuals and specifically gay priests, ever spoken by a modern pope. The unusually frank press conference on the flight home from Brazil covered a lot of ground over 80 minutes.
Se una persona è gay,
But most of the press corps reported this quote from the Pope. If someone is gay and he searches for the Lord and has goodwill, who am I to judge? The comment was an answer to a question about gay priests, believed to be in high positions within the Vatican itself. The words were remarkable for the sentiment and for being the first time a pope has publicly used the word gay.
A lot of breaking news here this morning. The breaking story just moments ago, the Supreme Court and this landmark ruling, the court making same-sex marriage legal in this country across every state in this nation. Going into today, 37 states in Washington, D.C., 13 states illegal, but those 37 states had same-sex marriage, and now that will change in all 50 states. I want to get back to Jon Karl at the White House because, John, 2 days in a row, yesterday the Supreme Court, for the second time, handing the president a victory, and as we just learned, the president has tweeted he would consider this a victory at the court as well for his policy.
Absolutely, two major victories for the president at the Supreme Court, and both of them coming courtesy of justices appointed by Republican presidents. In this case, Justice Anthony Kennedy was the majority on this, was that critical fifth vote joining the liberals. Justice Anthony Kennedy appointed to the court by Ronald Reagan. And yesterday, the majority decision in that Obamacare case was Justice John Roberts, appointed Chief Justice, and to the court by President George W. Bush. These were two decisions that the world has been watching, but have been watched no more closely than here at the White House, and both coming down exactly as the White House wanted them to.
Your Excellency, Espen Barth Eide, Foreign Minister of Norway, Your Excellency, Minister for Women's Rights of the French Republic, Najat Vallaud-Belkacem, Excellencies, distinguished friends, I'm pleased to greet the participants in this important conference. We should all be outraged when people suffer discrimination, assault, and even murder, simply because they are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. We should all speak out when someone is arrested and imprisoned because of who they love or how they look. This is one of the great neglected human rights challenges of our time. We must right these wrongs. Governments have a legal duty to protect everyone, but far too many still refuse to acknowledge the injustice of homophobic violence and discrimination. We need to document this problem and share information with the states on a regular basis for discussion and action. We must institutionalize our efforts.
Adolfo, you say Emma Kwaba you miss a number na a good screen on your WhatsApp line. It is a whole message be a send for our name men fresh a line or fry intimate emfa. Even it's a couple of videos.
Fine. Me can say America Bowa, where she can. A kaye, Obia Yasa Punibi.
That's right.
2015, and we are seeing Ghana Kahu, Amanamanina Kusha America. Any day in Sheye, and answer a memumra, Minkanasa, Marco Dunson, Bear, we are say
17
SDGs, very good. And a papano Okuta Gavernoa, maybe it is a Hamano, almost a course almost a penny gaver. And no de Bopon so I can't say so decided as a Yajatum.
That's right.
Now Yajatum, a dear woman of Majatum, you and Ekasam, say Yajatum, or name one Yajatum. Nearman no Moji Tumuno. Akwanchira na asa memomra makoma kodonso de to so nu o ka bebe se yemma ema kwan na de mema timi ye no omuso nya bi na de mema se ne ma se timi ye no mema so nya bi
gender equality
ma ye ncheche ma fa hodie so so ne ncheche mema fa hodie so enya bone na ne nyina so no o ka bebe se human right papa no obekasa twa to ne banki mu we are saying na sabre nka bom kuo no twam tse ne pani banki mo no say nipa fa tse fa hunde mra yes fa hunde mra no makwan say ma me no say ware a ye ware mema me no say ware a o say ware mo fa hunde mra no ma kwan yiwanu no ono ne aheni a na enya maaye no ono sonson o by 1945 tini suban ayo bonsam suban
ɔsi so bi sorry tia sa suban no a ye nyina ye nka mo ye nkasa ntia sa
ye nkasa ntia sa ni entino wo by 1945 ye wo 1945 onyankopon a wo chichiri wiase no ono no chichira wade sata na yuan ba wiase.
That's right.
Ene mo firi na ba yo se wan ne ba wiase mo ba ya no de mo beto ye kronkron nyankopon hira so ena de mo nsa akoka so mo be sha so mani bi so entino yuan o kasa obonsam eno na America so omo pagya aware omo nya bebi akọ yemfa aware nko court omo de amode aware kokwa na menako nyankopon na menako court sa
oni kasamafo
debi wana ka bi amano ena court for na to bible so aba se se bible abaye huma yetimi to so aba so ade ase enti de dodo beka no anya gitum nya de nyankopon beka
from bible so mi ni nipa dodo achi nko ye bone
ai tino America ko to aware so aba na omo gitum se aware ye san chire mu se aye nipa mienu ayankofa omo de omo kan se oba ma mienu ware ana se mama mienu ware o omo se aware nipa mienu ayankofa nti wo da so nya nipa mienu ene mama mienu no nya ayo e ma mienu no wanya wo oba ne bema ene nya wo da se wonya nipa mienu eyawade o nya so kuta nipa
asemu
ene America de na bible so on be kasa ti so otwease afi ejankonkro po Francis wo de nka bible asaw wiase kura no kanye ne demo
etudura sase nye afon wo tuam.
That's right. Enu ntino ono so ko kira se mi ntase ebisa ne se ntino wa ya titi se Roman Catholic asofo benum o was aso bani.
That's right. Now Ukraine nkwala hia na na de hu woni news.
Ntino ojini sai eno si o ono de se nipa ne ege e mama mienu so mbe wana se o makoma moti onyame animu a ono de oni hwan a o ka se tia who am I to judge
ege abede wakoma mu ate
aja ko Francis no se tina Bible say se na hinye de Roman Catholic aban eba bio a wo mo ni America ene yu eba kambo
na wo be nya dwenkro enti no America ntimi nkyira ware ase fi so watoto Bible di ase eja kontrol Francis wo ntimi nyina nna so nkasa ware o ba ko be ma ba ko eba no yu nka bom na wo ntimi nka fi se waka kuo no ho sa enti no sa tumidie nyensa yi omo to nyakopon sam egu dadadadada na omo aye no eno dina SDG 17 human rights and gender equality. Yeah, it also 5.
Yes.
Gender equality. SDGs number 5.
Entino semeka America bebo wa America koka ho no amaya kan nyina no ya boto yentimi nya hwe say ye me sha she ye kan sa so de no bim ka say amma Ghana ye Ghana de cricket for
by yeah see ye bobu na ma Ghana da Ghana ye sovereign country mo profo kakaka bia mo kan mo Ghana ye sovereign country me kai da Ghana parliament ananse na ho
Debbie on da beja mere ni ma that's right parliament yenya wono yes entino America and as I say no ekuta sa atumi no oman bi ayese bia okokana na to mo se manam hwe yi sa enu nkoda America yo man bia se wiase chichirimra omotimi sane Ghana sane enye yi eno mo ankasa timi tsa America chichiri ema wiase wonia no na ye be mo example yes wiase koje shebi etumu aya human rights ye yi fa hodie mra no wiase UNG tumu ena UNG treaty bi ayino so nti ahia pam bi eno no eba no tupa ya kase atoto na bia ye kotion be se manye bi se Iran fo ye so ma ye bomba kase binum na ya ko sia se bombo no ye de sa to so ye ma monto no nsan na mo asan ye wo bebi sa e wo wiase
okay
America no ne UN no ena di mo akote no Russia no di mo akote no mo kanu arms treaty United Nations arms treaty sa se ye catch say sa de na na so wa ye bomb bi da ho ye se bomb ye ma wonton eni kwa sa woton wususu obefa chira koto no ye ni wuti eye mra ya san e wo ho Donald Trump ba wiase oba no se sa mra no no won san oyi America film
wow
onu ye America film se mo amaka na mra nchire mu wusu ye ba ma yi film bi yembo video no mo hwa de
asemu wa bom koto no asa so mensa sem fanza twitwo you
yembo video
okay production Mr. Mo videos 5 to 7 and also mo romai madaro.
Human rights abusers continue to serve on and be elected to the council. The world's most inhumane regimes continue to escape scrutiny. and the Council continues politicizing and scapegoating of countries with positive human rights records in an attempt to distract from the abusers in their ranks. Therefore, as we said we would do a year ago, if we did not see any progress, the United States is officially withdrawing from the UN Human Rights Council. If the Human Rights Council is going to attack countries that uphold human rights and shield countries that abuse human rights, then America should not provide it with any credibility.
The Human Rights Council, without the United States, will be weaker, but also endeavors of the United States in protecting and promoting human rights throughout the world will be weaker as well.
For his statement. The United States of America announced last night at 11 p.m. Geneva time their decision to withdraw their membership from the Human Rights Council. Let me say it very clearly. If human rights issues are not discussed here, in this very room, they have little chance to be dealt with meaningfully anywhere else. The Council provides a unique setting to hear a wide range of views, including those which other organizations are unable or unwilling to discuss. Concerning our next steps, as soon as the notification of withdrawal is formally received, action will be taken accordingly. As per the filling of the vacant seat, this will be acted upon in accordance with the UN practices, bearing in mind the provisions of the General Assembly Resolution 60/251. A new member will have to be elected as soon as possible to replace the United States for the remainder of its term.
And I am officially announcing today that the United States will be revoking the effect of America's signature from this badly misguided treatment. We're taking our signature back. The United Nations will soon receive a formal notice that America is rejecting this treaty. As part of this decision, I will sign right now, in front of a lot of witnesses, a lot of witnesses, a message asking the Senate to discontinue the treaty ratification process and to return the now rejected treaty right back to me in the Oval Office, where I will dispose of it.
Adolf Donald Trump no. Evangelist. What were you know with him? When did
Oh, say Nika na kama so. Oh, say o can the plane chiro mo say. O ya America ni a, o di America mraso. Enye amanfoforo bi mra.
That's right.
Ane ye kodi so. Trump na kasa no. O be man so kabi. Human rights. And a bank mu can say yin na nya dom samra no. Ane ye di boye wiase. Nso no Nikki Haley, they now oye UN permanent observer, Mr. Observer, ambassador or UN. Oba no so I can say we America free. What is say UN for na say America ko die yim. O say ade no aye weak.
That's right.
Yes. Entiempe o from pension name
na man bay.
Ade no ka say mento ombrofo na ka e bia mente brofo no ye. No problem. Yen akodom kro ni ye 195. And ba ko yin ho afrim. O say empe bi sha na mu. Mo ko fa free. I don't still get it. What I said, Mr. Minya, because Yenina, ye members, so what I say. Yenina, ye say, a male we are seeing advance our human rights, Yenina, ye can't be, and about to say Majai. And Yanko being share name, Okofai. Okofai free.
Well, APNA, UN Security Council. Send no the Yamayina, means I know Yagana, I'm saying the Yaka.
And yes, Security Council, but we are human rights.
Oh, okay. Any bomb bomb my
or more International Human Rights Council. And no more the Human Rights Council and Casa or UN, maybe you may be referring to that one. But you see, or you know who Primuno, say you and Timmy and Casa. Papa Nankasa can say, President Casa be weak and Paso weak. Biden by now, Jawadi or somewhere at the Akose will be. And also, you know, Sir Arm Street, you know, and no or Sayana or the J fans.
That's right.
Yes. And then, Yashem say. Me obi anko etu pa ye boni na ofa chiro kokoro ye kra no a mento
ya akode hia
ya akode mento e na bi so mo bia nsusu nkoto ye nyina nya agya tumu Trump ba yo se me nkwa no mayi me ho afirim obi antimi anya no hwe na isa fe ono obetimi aye de kun obetimi aye aton untimi nya no hwe be ya ka no ye ntimi nya bi nton ye ntimi nya bi kura susu wow emra chichire America na kasa good. Maka ne say we no. One say make international treaties on my side. Nketenkete bi ba chiri kwa de man say me yemfa ba ko mentwemu a UN say Donald Trump ye ono ka kan say what the Israel ahinkru efe Tel Aviv about Jerusalem. Yes. And was sign ye. And a copy UN. And a UN see to so abadu the peninsula. Ghana to TI. Ma me no odi kan kasa fa human rights ne friend ke hale. Se obabonti be ka kire nse wodi ne ahwem na ye etu abetia Trump so adwese no be nyina no akoma bosika no omode mane ye no
omde boy en ka
so ya ai obegina de se etu abetia
dem fama
America no
okay
tie ka se America bo wa tie se account fine eno nkoda we are say hunu se NCG 17 na United Nations ne eja control conference no ni ba we are say mo de akwankyira ba no akwankyerɛ to so miensa edu miensa no climate change.
That's right.
We are say agi tumu say ye ni hia ba we are say na hye no mo de buy no so ja konkropo Francis the creative by Canada that to see.
That's right.
E free next we call no ya kan wa sem ye be sam so because he say eno enedi him e wo we are say ha ja konkropo Francis the creator no ba out the abonte the boy UN say mo nyina mfa hemra mo hemra no bibia wie e me ko Paris e ko gi tumu Obama ba bonte be kasae.
Okay. Production videos 8 and 9.
Je n'entends pas d'objection. L'accord de Paris pour le climat est accepté.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a historic day in the fight to protect our planet for future generations. 10 months ago in Paris, I said before the world that we needed a strong global agreement to reduce carbon pollution and to set the world on a low carbon course. The result was the Paris Agreement. Last month, the United States and China, the world's two largest economies and largest emitters, formally joined that agreement together. And today, the world has officially crossed the threshold for the Paris Agreement to take effect. Today, the world meets the moment. And if we follow through on the commitments that this Paris Agreement embodies, history may well judge it as a turning point for our planet. Of course, it took a long time to reach this day. One of the reasons I ran for this office was to make America a leader in this mission. And over the past 8 years, we've done just that. In 2009, we salvaged a chaotic climate summit in Copenhagen, establishing the principle that all nations have a role to play in combating climate change. And at home, we led by example, with historic investments in growing industries like wind and solar that created a steady stream of new jobs. We set the first ever nationwide standards to limit the amount of carbon pollution that power plants can dump into the air our children.
I don't know you're saying the program topic I discussed this evening. No, when America coughs, the rest of the world catches cold. Now America share a be a possibility no horse a we are seeing a BDH. Ne ho adansewa ni de kire se America to anamon wi utu ye ni wiase de akire into the worry crowd no so very kotwa enye ne chinye evangelist.
Great. Who say video di kan boy na amanfo ni agye no mo ni agye ne se emra hodo ne hia hodo bi a omo akohwa se yemfa mra wiase ne ma ban hodo mfanye dwuma omo kwa na pem omo de kwa na kopem na afe no a omo ni agye sa no safi na Pope Francis de Laudato Si ni ba wiase o de kofa UN no mo wura mu a mama nyina gi tumu na no na Pope Francis President Obama bontin wo ka se ono oye campaign center Obama no no ma no a o de share bo no ba ko ni sa climate change Paris agreement e ka ho bi ti so o se obema America ye o candidate and also candidate for the leader entino or Casano or say abem
to a phrase,
yes, that's a climate change, Yajiatu.
That's right.
And as Osebo, I don't know. Fine. And you know, a castle back to us with Ayajuma. Now, Obama Casano, na Nebosumi Chino, Yabetuaba, or America. Till now, we are saying, we must say, and Obama buying free while I'm a for a ban, or bet to us, because they are no Yanina, Yajatum, you and so can be. The above for a bayano. Trump.
Durham to good
Trump. Now, you have any videos in
Okay. Production videos 10 and 11. Mr. and also Rufamai.
While there was no White House interpreter present, Monsignor Mark Miles from the Vatican was inside the 30-minute private meeting the two leaders held. Meanwhile, Melania and Ivanka Trump were waiting outside in their traditional black and veil, which is seen as a diplomatic gesture. When Melania entered to greet the Holy Father, the two exchanged some words before he blessed a rosary for her.
What do you give him to eat? Is it
As for the gifts, Trump gave the Pope a series of books.
These are books, some libros, some Martin Luther King. Thank you.
The Pope, on the other hand, had a theme with his gifts, peace. He gifted him the medallion representing peace.
My solemn duty to protect America and its citizens. The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord Thank you. Thank you. But begin negotiations to re-enter either the Paris Accord or in really entirely new transaction on terms that are fair to the United States, its businesses, its workers, its people, its taxpayers. So we're getting out, but we will start to negotiate, and we will see if we can make a deal that's fair. And if we can, that's great. And if we can't, that's fine.
we adofo no yesan ema mo kwaba bi akwa videos na ntian ko evangelist so na onchire mo mai
fine ye can't say America bowa climate change no ye di kan video amana man panimfo no manam sefo akohia wo pare ye ni age ye ho euphoria no so ecstatic say kama say age ato Obama be can't ato so say in America di kan we asiko monto aso Trump buy your ball was say oyi America free mu say we ase nyina botoy
da pono so say wo mo ntimi amfa nya dwuma
me nwanwa say amanaman Russia China Japan minka India Europe minka mumbum ne yaka Africa ye mako wo hane ediokun en 194 ya nipa 194 yi emra na kan ntimi amfa nya dwuma America kwa free mu ade na da ho Donald Trump ahenie mu nyinara wiase ntimi omuko metian na pai enkoyi omu ye de bia anye yi ti de ba ye Trump yentum so ko you two Trump dia de beba no de ebebe kwambedem ento won say ye program bia ye na ha September last September 2020 ansana ye to about America be to Trump no ye kire wonum bi ene ye kan say e sign de enkom shaka se miensa yi beko adwenkromu no Trump ye de ne ka miensa no wanye yi ti frase tu
ye frase akwa ka Free Angel TV
that yes
ene ye beto aso e ha na sofo bi no boy kokose ye nya aka
se se nkom se no omu nru ho
that's right
ente promodika ente na ye kire se America bowa wiase aka no ye ho ka ente ne Trump bowa yi ye ntinya nya hwe impie nai tene impie nai no eso ye no a afi abande sai no o man penifo fro no aba America no Joe Biden so buy no or announcement or kasai
that's right
you must have video now
okay production Mr. Video 12 and also Romain.
So is the message I want the world to hear today. America is back. America is back. Diplomacy is back at the center of our foreign policy. As I said in my inaugural address, we will repair our alliances and engage with the world once again, not to meet yesterday's challenges, but today's and tomorrow's.
Yeah, I don't know your sign Emma more evangelist Tiawa.
Yes. And to when the Penina Casa to the say America
is back.
Yaba. And no man Donald Trump. We are sia tomorrow or back 2 years we America free. Biden there was waba. But the America is have a view. And no America but 1 hour bonus. Now we no baby a ye dream. America be dear nimu. Na fe ya to Nyankopon mra de to so mienu omoto awade. Aware Nyankopon ball na otwe de to so nsia no so.
That's right.
We are say America ka ho ya to no agu. Sei Nyankopon ware no ade achia no ball homeda. America be di animu ye betu homeda agu. Na no na eba no. Enkom se babo aka na omo be ye. Enti no omo ya nti na Bible say oni ogwama na beko. Yes, enti ebraso na sa edu won so a ye modo do a ye wo gide o Yesu Kristo mu. Gide o nyasem mu. Gide o ne mransem mu no. Sa afo no de America ne wiase be ye no ye ho beka. Enti no ye fa kwan we so abodewuro ato se de ebani na obi ansese no.
Even said that bebre enti na che woni pa bi a pepa bi yo. Enti wona bonsamani abre won so eye wona odi Onyankopon mransem so. Ahomeda ne ka ho bi. No gi Yesu Kristo die. Enti se wo pese wo nyame bade a ene ye wona bonsam ota won fa odomom enti na de bia evangelist ano dem sesi ya sorry a esesa wo kro na honom na enkransem eboa ye nkwaje no akoboa no ho ano na eye 7-day Adventist Church 7 previous on banyansafo yebunu be na ye nkana sem na so ye de dwumadi no ebesia na ye bekoso asem so pese send sika support program ya ekwan da ho ba bitima send this card ya faso amaye no 055 357493 a good screen so to copy na ebribia beka wakoma send this card boy me mfentua airtime no wa send it about tun sa free kra ba bia wo bia no ye beba ho na wo hwe si utashe me fefefe ya mestre production mo fa number ni so mame ohima ya santo boutique on the sheme suit e program yi so it is all pursuit e dey do duma bia say aware sorry ene ne nkeka ho a menkyerɛ wachiri akra ufri run second na de wani kyerɛ sɛ wokɔma ɛkɔm na ansa na bedrum ɛkɔm no unsa benkum pɛ Pierre Cardin next any design na suit bi a open shirt bi a na yade ahɔ a unsa ɛbɛka bie ofrɛ no na sɛ wo outside Accra obɛmo asɛnde usika na ɔde amaka abro kama na unso ahya ma ho ɛfɛ sa akyem sɛ de me ho ayɛ fɛ ɛyɛ nyame pa memene da ɛbɛyɛ ba Kwando SDA Church a ɛwɔ municipal assembly no ɛhɔ no ma ɛna ɛwɔ it is a what is abia no even is on can ever kasa man.
All right, now my word from me mameda ebona nyembona va Kwando tama mo kala am for gang ku kokko to the Kwando a mara ko minenya do le Kwando municipal assembly nyembona so so to hia de oga ma na yira me Christopher Kobo
evo nyami so say o je penalty ejuma di na e from esuafu de hia ko fika kare nyame akwa onam na so kasa chain evangelist Joseph Anane esuafu for on the 16th ye kwa koba for esuafu into bia momoten say on the 16th obeba esuafu yedamase nyame sham